Hello friends and welcome back. Today I am painting this loose watercolor blackberry lemonade. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. It's made up, but it's a refreshing summer drink, or it would be if I had real one. And it is a fairly simple subject, but while I paint, I wanted to talk about something that affects almost every artist that I know at some point, including myself, and that is the fear of ruining a painting. But before we jump in, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever stopped working on a painting because you were afraid that the next brushstroke might ruin it? If so, you're definitely not alone. So I think one of the biggest misconceptions about artists is that we somehow outgrow this feeling. Now, people often assume that after years of painting, confidence magically appears and stays forever, but it just doesn't work that way. I still have moments where I hesitate before putting down paint. I still have paintings where I wonder if I should stop while I'm ahead. And I think the difference now is that I've learned to work through that fear instead of letting it stop me. And watercolor can be especially challenging because it's such an unpredictable medium, right? You can't erase the mistakes. You can't always paint over them. And sometimes those paint blooms go where you didn't want them to. Colors will dry differently than you imagined. Sometimes a beautiful wash turns into something completely unexpected. So for beginners, this can feel very frustrating. So if you spend some time creating something that you like, and then suddenly you're afraid to continue because you're worried you'll lose what you've already accomplished, stick around. So I think we've all been there. I think one thing that helps me is remembering that every painting is going to teach me something, and that is going to happen whether I succeed at it or fail at it. So when I was first learning watercolor, I treated every sheet of paper like it was so precious. I wanted every painting to turn out beautifully. Are you with me? Do you feel this? I think that the problem was that I became so cautious that I stopped experimenting and I wasn't learning. I was protecting the painting instead of growing as an artist. And my mother is an artist, and comparing myself to her was really difficult for me at a young age. And I knew I couldn't do what she did, so I just wasn't going to try. And that's pretty much what I thought up until I got older and I had my son. And that is when we started really painting together during his naps. And eventually I realized that the paintings I learned the most from were the ones that didn't go according to my plan. And those quote unquote mistakes taught me more about water control. They taught me about my timing, they taught me about color mixing, and they taught me mostly what not to do the next time. So now when I start feeling nervous about a painting, I remind myself that the paper is not more important than the lesson itself. And I think that is a big shift in your mindset. So what I want you to remember is that the goal isn't to save every painting. I've tossed many of my paintings. I would clip them into little gift tags. I would shrink them down into maybe smaller ACEO sizes of my little favorite spot of the painting. Maybe all of it didn't come together. But the goal is to become a better painter, right? Not to save every painting. So another thing that helps me is stepping back and asking myself, what is it that's actually making me nervous? And usually it's one or two things. Either I'm afraid that I'll make a mistake, or I'm afraid that the painting is finally starting to look good and I don't want to lose that feeling. I don't want to mess it up. So ironically, that second one is often where we artists get stuck. You reach that point where the painting is really starting to come together. You really like it. You're excited about it. And then suddenly everything you think about doing next is going to feel risky to you. You know, like, oh, should I add another shadow? Should I darken that value? Oh, I don't want to go too dark, because if I go too dark, it might not look good. Should I add more details? Is this enough? Should I leave it alone? These are all the questions that we ask ourselves. And this is where experience will help. But it's also where courage comes in. Like the cowardly lion, it's going to take some courage. Sometimes the paintings need another layer. Sometimes it needs maybe a stronger contrast, and sometimes it needs those finishing details that make everything really kind of come together. And yes, occasionally those decisions don't work out. That's just the name of the beast. But if you never take that risk, you're never going to discover what the painting could have become. So I think that's one reason I really enjoy the loose watercolor so much. I think loose watercolor almost forces me to let go of my perfection. And when I'm painting like these berries and flowers, I'm not trying to paint every single little detail. I'm just kind of suggesting the shapes, I'm suggesting the light, I'm suggesting the texture, and the viewer's eye will really fill in the rest. And I think that approach takes some pressure off of me because I'm not chasing the perfection anymore. I'm aiming for a feeling instead, a joyfulness of me actually doing the process. And I think that beginners sometimes put too much weight on one piece. And if it doesn't turn out well, they don't feel successful. They might feel discouraged. But truly, art just doesn't work that way. Your skill isn't measured by one single painting. It's measured by all those paintings that you create over time, all of those paintings that you were challenged over. Every painting is just one step closer to a much longer journey. And if a painting doesn't work out, who cares? It's okay. You'll paint another one tomorrow and another one after that. So I think artists that improve the fastest aren't necessarily the most talented ones. They're usually ones that are willing to keep painting despite those mistakes. And that's something I've learned over many years. Progress comes from repetition, not perfection. So if you're currently struggling with the fear of your own watercolor journey, I want to encourage you just to keep going. Try painting, take risks, add more layers, experiment with color, and just see what happens. Even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you hoped, you're going to learn something valuable from the experience. And that lesson will help you every painting after that. So thanks so much for spending a little creative time with me today and listening to my thoughts on this matter. What I want you to get out of it is just paint. Paint for joy, paint for fun, and don't worry about the outcome quite so much. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you would leave me a comment down below. Let me know what part of watercolor challenges you the most right now. And if you would like to paint this project with me step by step, the real full-time tutorial is available over on Patreon for my members. And I do have a 7-day free trial if you want to head over there, check it all out, see what it's all about. And we have loads more coming for this year, and we have 2 years worth of content on there already. And I share extended versions, ad-free watercolor lessons, bonus tutorials, paint-alongs, and it's a wonderful group of folks that are learning watercolor. I'd love to have you join us. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have fun painting. Bye.